Alright guys, let's talk today about EDC handkerchiefs. Well, having, a couple of kids, I deal with a lot of runny noses, dirty paws, lots of crying, tears, and that's just me. Let alone the messes my kids make. So, carrying a handkerchief kind of became a necessity again. One of the things I kind of, as I had kids, is I kind of hated the idea of carrying burp cloths, and I thought handkerchiefs were a lot easier. They're smaller, they fit in your pocket, and they're definitely a lot more manly. So I got in the habit of carrying a handkerchief again. And I've got quite a few around the house, probably at least a dozen of these normal. Most of them are camouflage, because I'm a dork. And so I've had a bunch of them in many different patterns and all that, and just kind of carried them. They carry easy in the pocket. I have the normal sized ones, the oversized ones. I think they've always done very good for cleaning up messes and runny noses and all my tears and all that stuff and spilt milk. And I kind of was thinking about it, and I'm like, I want to upgrade. One of the things that always bothered me, is you'd be looking at these and you throw them in the wash, and where is it? And this little tag here would always annoy me. This made in China. It always bugged me. So I kind of said, I started searching for like made in USA handkerchiefs. And I started running into the fact that there's a lot of designer handkerchief makers out there, guys who are running small businesses and making their own handkerchiefs. So I decided, why not invest in these? They're pretty cool. They have some really good designs, really good, looks to them. So I picked up a handful. And I've been starting to carry them. And I gotta say, I really enjoy them. Of course, you can tell automatically I really like the skull ones. But I think these have a lot of advantages over the standard cloth handkerchief. Number one, these are a lot thicker. These are a handmade item, so they're thicker, they're two-sided, and they often will have two different sides to them. Like this one here has a plaid on the back and skulls on the front. And they are smaller. These are literally 10 by 10 or 11 by 11 or 11 by 12 or 12 by 12. They typically call them a pocket square as opposed to maybe a handkerchief or EDC hanks or whatever. This particular one was made by there it is, Skar hanks. And I think I paid maybe like 18 bucks. They're a bit more expensive, guys. You're going to pay a little money for these. But what you get is a much thicker, well-built, two-sided piece of cloth with really neat designs. If you're going to spit up a whole bunch of formula, why not spit it up on a badass skull like this? Come on, guys. So, there's one really nice design. I like this one. This one's made Hanks by Hank. And I think this one was maybe 16 bucks. Pretty reasonable little price. And this one has a plain back, just plain gray. Really nice kind of black and gray skull design on it. Really like that one. This one's pretty thin too. Really good for the back pocket. This is another Skar hank. This is just a random kind of, I don't know, just a random design. And the back is this weird kind of almost looks like bad bathroom ceramic tile. So that's another one there. This one was probably like 16 bucks as well. And this last one, for guys who are into things, there's a lot of these handkerchiefs that are designed, zombies, superheroes, Star Wars, stuff like that, where these people go and find that fabric and turn them into these handkerchiefs. This is another Hanks by Hank, and this one's a zombie one. Really cool design, really nice conversational piece. If you are out there and you do have to lend a hanky to a lady, why not hand her a zombie hank? So these things are kind of neat. They're kind of conversational pieces. And not only that, but, the quality you get from these guys, they spend a lot of time making these by hand. These are guys, Americans, who own small businesses and who are doing this and making money and helping the economy and all that. So I really kind of like, number one, that I'm supporting, the little guy as opposed to just buying these Chinese-made handkerchiefs. And, there's something neat. This one here, it's a plain black back. They're small, little pocket squares. Typically, I carry them. They come kind of like this. This is a little kind of 4x4 square. I typically fold them in half and carry them in my back pocket. They do need a little break-in. I will tell you that, guys. They are not the most absorbent off the bat. I don't know if maybe there's coatings or something in the materials, or maybe they just need to be washed, but you do have to wash these things a couple of times before they really start soaking up the snot. So there you go, guys. These are just something I picked up, you know, a little money burning a hole in my pocket, and really into it. And I think it makes it a lot easier dealing with life's little emergencies, and plus they look good. You can really kind of show off your personality. You can really kind of show off the kind of person you are and what you like with these. So I just think they're kind of neat, something to look at if you are a handkerchief carrier, that you don't have to go with the same old, that there are people out there who are making these really cool, simple things that you can carry with you, that I think just, you know, they're not functionally really much different, but, you know, it is, like I said, it is a nice way to express yourself, to make you feel better about your gear, to make you kind of feel good about using it and all that. So I like it. I might buy a few more of these. I definitely think, you know, these are kind of worth the money. I tend to use them, you know, throughout my day. I tend to, you know, I got kids, so I'm always wiping something runny or snotty, and, you know, I use them on like my lunch break and things like that, because you know, I always forget to grab a couple napkins, and, you know, I have a beard, so having a handkerchief is always a plus, especially when you sneeze. So overall, a lot of things I use them for a lot, and it just, even around the house, I tend to use them just for regular household stuff as well, and save on all the paper, and, you know, do the world a little good.